I'm just sitting on your front porch wondering how could I be so far from my home.
Oh, that's a good one. This is a good one.
Is it raining?
And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I patch up where it's been blown.
Oh,
Damn.
Hey. Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take
I don't know. He done fish.
a little time.
Alright, Chris, we get it.
For me to set that parking brake and let myself shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my story.
Sing that shit, baby.
Shine that light on me. Ladies and gentlemen, niggas and bitches, players and pimps, tricks and hoes. Sit down, strap in. You're in for a show tonight. We have the illustrious, handsome, nice car driving, cowboy hat wearing, Christian
What's his last name?
Guapo in the building, ladies. Thank you for coming to the show, man.
Thank you.
Shout out,
Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for having me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's corny, but I'm a fan. Y'all are funny.
Hey, man.
That's
Look.
what's up, bro. We
We
like to hear
appreciate
that.
it.
We love to hear that.
You know, we F with who F with us, and you F with us, so we F with you.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Pulled up with the pizza.
Oh, yeah.
You did. You pulled up in a major way.
Don't get me wrong. These guests are getting good. You
It's getting
next guest? This dude brought 2 pizzas.
Top tier, bro.
I'm just saying.
You gotta top the pizza.
We gotta top. Hey, the only way to top this, the next guest gotta bring all of us Cartier Santos.
I don't know, fam. The stickers are pretty fire.
The was fire.
Yeah,
Everything was fire. Everything was fire.
everything was fire. But the only thing better than pizza is a Cartier Santos. So
What's that?
can you pull it up? It's a nice little watch.
So watch?
It's a nice watch. So
Fam,
listen,
somebody pull up with some watches. I'm gonna act out.
Damn.
I'm
I'm
gonna act out.
Cartier Santos. I want the small one, not the big large one. I want to look like a
I'm
rapper.
gonna let you know right now. You pull up with a watch for me, I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's messed up.
there it is. There it is. Cartier
What's they looking like?
How
Santos.
much you go for?
I love
Please
it.
let me know, because I bet you it's worth
I
selling.
saw
Look at the
him
very
on-
top.
That's the
Look at
one
the
I
very
want
top.
right there.
Let me look at the
I
very
bet you
top.
it's worth selling.
No,
6,000?
I want it stainless.
7,000.
I want
Tell me you get one for free. You ain't
29,000.
White
selling
face
yours?
with the blue hand.
6,000.
You ain't selling yours?
Yeah.
I want it like that.
11,000.
I want
20.
like
You're not
that.
supposed to sell gifts, bro.
Fam, I don't know this dude. If he brings me a Cartier,
Fam, he's a guest. You know him.
He a wild
listen,
boy.
I love you, dude. I appreciate the pizza.
You gonna sell his pizza?
Would
Would
you
you
be
say-
mad at me
I mean, not
if I made a profit?
Nah,
Not
be pissed off at him.
Yeah, bro. What, fam? You.
Fuck you.
You don't gift and re-gift that quick. At least wait.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to pull up with a Cartier Santos.
To
Or-
top this pizza. Just know that.
Or Rolex Explorer 2.
Hey, because I would
might
tell
give
you,
some cheeks
I
for
would
that.
tell you, this was hot.
It was
and ready.
hot and ready, fresh.
It really
Like,
was.
fam, I ain't never got Little Caesars pizza hot and ready.
Just about to say that.
When I got to the Little Caesars, I was kind of pissed off because the lady in front of me got the last one. I was like, fuck, now I'm going to have to wait. And he was like, don't worry, it's like 3 minutes. I'm like, all right, whatever. When I come out, bro, I'm steaming. Oh, my goodness. I was like, I made a good choice today.
Yeah.
Fam.
Had to.
Okay, so
Them wings ain't hot and ready though.
yeah.
You guys had the Batman calzone?
I loved it.
Oh, fam,
I loved it.
Bro,
What's that?
that looks so good in the commercials, and then when I get there, I'm like, fam, ain't no way I mean.
I hate
Fam, they make everything look good in the commercial.
I got to be honest. It don't look like that.
Oh, I know it. Ain't no way it looks like the Batman suit.
The only thing that looks like it's advertised
Yeah.
is that FAKE.
Bro, I
McDonald's
know who
food.
works at our Little Caesars. Don't nobody care
I know.
enough to do that.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Shout out to Little Caesars. Y'all make some bomb pizza. But fam,
No.
I know who works at my local Little Caesars, and fam, they don't care enough to fold into nothing,
No.
into nothing, into nothing. They know you're gonna eat it. Who care what it looks like?
The only food that looks like as advertised is that fake food with the clown mascot, because it's not real food anyway.
Jack and the Crack.
And Subway. He said Jack. Is he a clown too?
He got the bobblehead thing.
He always looked like a Pez top to me.
Fam, why did I not think of McDonald's first? Can we talk about that?
I thought you were joking.
No, I genuinely didn't think of McDonald's. clown Jack in the Box.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That food really ain't real, but sometimes I have a hankering for chicken nuggets.
You remember when you wanted to make a video about us burning a Big Mac?
Oh, to see if it was actually, we can still do that.
Like leather? Like you know how you burn leather?
Yeah.
Do it to a Big Mac?
Bro, me
Chris wanted to burn a Big Mac, bro.
I wanted to see because I saw somebody do it and nothing happened.
Chris, you know
What?
a Big Mac's like $5. You could have done that.
We should have did it while we had a little bit of clout.
We had 600 followers.
I've really been almost famous like 8 times. When I think about it.
What?
I mean, dang.
Nice.
But I need to clear the air with you.
Okay.
Now, you're a real estate agent.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. How about
Fam.
tell us about you,
Fam.
man. Tell us about you, because that just.
I hate to like.
No,
more.
blow.
No, toot it, bro.
This is your time.
Or we'll toot it for
We're
you.
bringing you on.
to boast
We'll
on
toot you.
yourself.
I don't even know what to say.
If you don't get at least 5 bitches from this show, fam, we ain't do our justice.
At least 10. But
Fucking 10. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I heard
Tell us about you, fam.
you've been pushing off HELOCs on new homeowners. Do you want to?
So the thing
You
with the
want
HELOC is
You want to?
I don't push a single HELOC on anybody.
Wait.
What is a
What's
HELOC?
A HELOC is a home equity line of credit, which if you have money in your house, you can get the money out. But there's several ways to do it. That's just one of them.
Yeah, you
So-
can borrow against that equity in your house.
Fam, okay. So you own the house already.
No. So what a real estate agent does is it's yours. For example, you have this can and you call me and you say, hey, sell this can for me. The reason you would call me, you would think I can sell my own house. It's a little harder than people think. You know, you got to advertise it, take pictures,
Yeah.
know people to get things
Make it
done
look
faster.
nice.
Yeah. You know the little tips and tricks here and there. So it definitely helps. I mean, you can also sell your car by yourself too, right? But a car salesman's gonna go the extra mile and maybe get a detail on it, stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, I don't own the property that I sell. I just represent the people that do own it.
Okay. And what was it that you just said? He what?
Home equity line of credit.
Home equity. What? Explain that. Explain what that is.
So that's something that a lender would a mortgage company
Okay.
would do for you. An agent really doesn't get into the financials of it. In fact, we try to stay a little bit away. We know what's up, but we're not in the business.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get somebody to buy it.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
mean, in simple terms, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to
Man,
sell
that's
it and
cool.
you want somebody to buy it.
20 years old and you're a real estate
Yeah,
agent?
selling houses.
Bro, people,
Hey, you out here doing the thing. A round of applause for my boy.
Keep winning.
Listen, but you could also say like I'm a college dropout, so it was like, all right, what's next?
Bill Gates was college dropout.
Hey, you're not in debt.
True, yeah.
Come on.
I tell you what.
Jeff Bezos a college dropout.
Yeah, but they dropped out of like Harvard and Columbia. I dropped out of like North Texas.
It's like,
But
Hey,
but
no.
Hell, I dropped
You
out
know
of
what
the
the
Jew
common-
college, so I mean, you dubbing me.
You know what the common denominator is between y'all?
We both got balls.
Y'all both getting money.
Okay.
Oh,
That too, though.
Y'all got nuts. Y'all got big nuts and big wallets.
Man, that's cool, man. So how long you been in the game? How long you been
A
doing
year, bro. I just hit a year in February. I hit it.
So
one
you
year.
know what you're doing then.
A
You know
little bit.
what's up.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
you like
Man,
it?
that's pretty
I love it,
cool.
bro.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's something
We started when he was
that
19.
even beforehand, I kind of wanted to do something with it.
Right.
Even in my high school stuff, I'd be like, yeah, I want to be like a financial guy or something like this.
Uh-huh.
And so it was kind of easy to just transition into that because I like numbers, I like selling stuff, I like the whole business thing.
Yeah.
So it was cool. I like it.
Entrepreneurship, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
In a sense.
I like that's cool, man.
I can
That
see
is very
a lot of people. I feel like that are real estate agents. I feel like they treat it like a dead end job though. Like they'll be a real estate agent and like they'll make 120 a year and they'll be cool with that. And yeah, you can do that, but I mean, it's like it's a lot of work to just only get there. You got this far to only go this far. Because you can open up your own office and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it comes with work, but it also comes with the reward, I guess.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
And, so is that what you plan on doing?
Bro, I don't want to be a real estate agent forever, bro.
No, but I'm saying like maybe open your own, do your own.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Like make a business out of it, something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Man, that's
you just
cool,
gotta be
bro.
an agent for 4 years, and then you're allowed to do that. So once I get it for 4 years, it's like, why not?
right.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
So like a tradesman, you got to work for a little bit under somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
get your
what
job.
would you want to be?
Bro, to be honest with you, I don't know, bro.
No?
So I've seen a lot of cool movies. Like there's a movie called The Big Short, and those
Loved
are
it.
Good
Loved
movies.
this. Shout out Michael Burry.
For real. Shout out Michael Burry.
He trying to short the the stocks in the housing market right now, but I don't know. You think we're in a bubble?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think we're in a bubble?
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Recession coming.
you saw last episode the house in the DFW area was $360,000. Sooner or later, something gonna bust.
Mm-hmm.
And do you ever see those videos on YouTube or any social media where they're having an open house and the line is down the street?
Yeah.
And some of those people are already trying to put in an offer. And it's just an open house.
Yeah.
Really?
I see, fam, there's been people out there with like garden chairs, just waiting.
I'm a count.
Fam, that's how long that line is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And we're not talking about a $200 pair of shoes. We're talking about something that's going to change your life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, $200 pair of shoes, okay, you may have the money, you may not. You'll get past it. This house is $475,000.
And you ready to put a bid on it.
And people are paying $100,000, $200,000 over asking price in places like East Texas too. Like you have somebody do $50,000 over. It's in.
What's the craziest offer you've seen? Like how much over have you seen?
Well, I just did a deal where the guy offered $20,000 over on a house on Houston Street here in Coolwood.
$20,000 over.
Yeah. And that's because his loan, like he's a veteran, so the type of loan he had. A lot of sellers see it as like the shittier loan.
Okay.
So they'll take the other type of loan over it if it's the same price. So he was rejected on like 4 or 5 houses, so he had to start putting that money down.
Yeah,
so
basically secure a house.
Yeah. So they would take him seriously.
Fam.
$20K. Yeah.
I think that's what befuddles me. Like that's one of the most, for the people who are fortunate enough to be able to own a house, that's one of the most important purchases you'll make.
Yeah.
But it looks like people are foolishly in a rush to just grab something instead of just waiting.
I do agree with you there, and I think it's because of the whole entrepreneurship, like real estate, owning all that, and it's like, fam, you're gonna jump in blind, and you're gonna end up getting hurt.
You're gonna get your hat brung to you,
fam, real quick.
Because it's not like, okay, we in this little area. I still come across houses every now and then for like $175. You don't get that lucky everywhere else.
Fam, you don't.
No.
Especially in a good area.
Yeah.
In a good area.
Yeah. Like even where my uncle lives in like Chula Vista, it's not really the nice part, but San Diego is right above it.
Mm-hmm.
His house, regular house, it's not big. I think it's under 1,400 square feet. When I looked it up on Zillow, that thing he could sell it for over $500,000 right now. And it's 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom. $500,000.
What's the most expensive house you? Or can you say that?
I mean, I could probably say numbers. Like the most expensive deal was here in Kilgore, bro. It was $345. And that was the guy that put 20K over.
Do you work with a lot of like investors? Have you worked with a lot of investors?
So since I speak Spanish and a lot of people around here are Hispanic, a lot of Hispanic people save their cash. Like they'll get a check. Half of the people they'll send it to Mexico, and the other half will just save it. They just save it and maybe throw a party every once in a while. But you'd be surprised how much money these like tree workers and concrete guys like they have cash. So I have a lot of people hit me up like, hey, I want some land to build a house, or I want a rental property. I have so much cash, I want to do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. And so that's the craziest thing is realizing how much money people have and you would not expect.
Yeah. It's just money floating around here. And then you've been seeing a popular thing where guys will interview girls and just asking them how much money would a guy have to make, and they'll say, oh, 100K, 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 and their ideal guy of 100K is a guy wearing a suit. You think that's the guy making 100K?
But really, it's the dude that just chopped your tree down.
Come on, he running them up. He made $225 last year, getting big contracts with gas stations. So, and then the guy that cuts grass. I used to work with a guy that had contracts with gas stations, and he told me, man, I'm not really hurting for money. There's really money out here, but if you add it up, like you do a lawn care service for Brookshires. It's a couple of them around here. Okay, I'll keep this mowed once a week because they have to have it, aesthetically appealing. Right. $1,500 a month. They'll write the check right there. For one Brookshires.
I believe it.
One Brookshires. And then you're like, well, I'll do all 5 of them. And I'll make sure they all tip top, but they got to be $1,500 a month a piece. The money came in right there.
Uncle Tito out there hustling.
Come on, bro.
Uncle Tito out there hustling.
Tito really.
This on that zero turn.
Oh yeah.
Chilling, listening to cumbias on his AirPods.
I've put a lot of thought behind it, bro. And having a job is cool and all, but if I ever make it big, like say I win the lottery, I'm dropping everything and cutting grass because that's where the happiness is, bro. I can sit down in a little zero turn, headphones in, just enjoy it.
Yeah. There's something about cutting your own.
And it's genuinely,
cutting grass.
I genuinely enjoy cutting.
It's not bad.
Like push, I do it with a push mower. I'm out there happy as hell, fam. Running over branches and shit.
You hear that? Clank, because you're hitting tree branches and shit on the ground.
But you look back.
You just do this.
But you look back in that line straight, and you're like, man.
Throw them in.
You gotta push it hard as fuck on the downturn. The push.
Yeah,
That's when you get that self-propelled, bro.
I've never rode a zero turn.
I love them. I tried to start a lawn business with my buddy, and it lasted like a day, but it was cool.
A day?
We went all the way to Jacksonville to buy a $900 zero turn, and you get what you pay for. The minute I took it off the trailer at the house, the motor blew up. And we dropped it off at this guy's house because he didn't want to take it to a shop. He's like, man, I know a guy. And some months went by.
You see it again?
I drive by, the mower's still there, I lift it up. And then one day I looked at these other people's house and my mower was over there. And I don't think the motor was in the back of it anymore. But I was
whoa. You dropped it off.
Yeah.
And it had been some months.
But I'm not gonna lie to you.
You never checked up on
I
it?
think it was like 10 months.
And then you saw it at somebody else's house?
It was right down the street from my granny house. So I drive by every day. I'll talk to him. I was like, yeah, how's it going? Oh, yeah, man. I work during the day. So, but I'm going to get to it. One day I drove by. It was raining. My seat up. The motor just exposed. And it just... I'm like, okay. And then my buddy called me. And he said, well, looks like they got our mower now. I said, what you mean? He said, drive over there. Look, it was in the back. I said, oh, I'm good.
$900.
Just down the drain.
So that was what was that? That was my fourth.
I hate to tell you, come shop with me because I sell some cheap. And we long lasting, baby.
People really sleeping on the pawn shop.
That was my.
Y'all got zero turns?
Fam, when we get them, we sell them for the low, and they go like
same day,
like
baby.
that,
Same
bro.
day.
We put it out on the street. 30 minutes.
Zero turns ago. That was like my fourth failed business.
Address.
God, that was I think that was business number 5.
It's crazy.
4 or 5
Like
that
the
failed.
amount of zero turns and like nice weed eaters and blowers and trailers we get. Fam, I've thought about starting a lawn business.
I know the money is there because I think we paid a guy $70 to mow our yard, and sometimes I'll talk to him and I'll say, how many more you got? He said, well, yours was number 10, and we got about 5 more.
Damn.
And
in one day?
In one day.
But think about it.
Fam, $70, 70 times 10, that's already $700.
And then 5 more.
I was going to work at 7 in the morning and they out cutting grass.
That's what he does.
They out there in the rain, mist, dew on the grass, they flying.
And then
I'm telling you.
Is there a lawnmower franchise?
Yeah.
Look that up.
I think it's called True Green. I think Upflip did an article on that on YouTube. It's a national lawn care business chain out there. It may be True Green. I'm not sure.
Never heard of that. That's pretty interesting.
Lawnmower friend.
And the minute I see the name, I'll know. Can you try like True Green?
I mean, what would a franchise offer you?
You just own a business that's already autonomous. So you just I think it costs $100,000 to open up Anytime Fitness.
Fam, it's only like $30,000 to open up a Subway.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I saw a thing where it was like $15,000 to open up Chick-fil-A. Yeah, it was something crazy.
Oh no,
That's a scam. That's a scam.
Yeah, that's a scam. Because fam,
Wow.
the amount of fam, you have to be so precise. Like Chick-fil-A is I think it was in the 2 percentile of the people that send off applications to open a Chick-fil-A. It's only 2% that get approved.
And they have a specific demographic of person they like to deal with.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy?
It's
I know some people that own the one or that run the one in Longview. That's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. What
his name start with a C and the last name start with a K?
Talk to me after the show.
Okay. All right.
does it though? Does it? CK?
So,
Yeah.
Mr. Buck
Shout
Chick?
out. But shout out. Yeah,
Shout
shout out.
out.
Shout out. Shout out. But
Shout out chicken nuggets.
if you notice, at Chick-fil-A on it, it's a specific type of person. They just don't. They're not gonna let no rapper open up no Chick-fil-A.
They quit.
It's a
Oh, y'all seen them rapper chips? The
Fam,
rap
snacks.
rap snacks.
Rap snacks.
Yeah. I never had them.
Does each rapper get a portion of their own chips?
Probably.
Do you think if I paid enough, I could get my own snacks?
Yeah.
No, man.
100%.
Well,
You just gotta have M's. You just gotta have M's.
100%.
Yeah.
We already talked about this.
You can start off local in like a little third world country. You can exploit their working class to produce your product. Then just put it on the island.
Just say it when you open a dispensary called Rams Grams.
That's funny.
We're gonna run it from there.
That's funny.
copyright that shit.
Yeah, you can
That's good.
Rap snacks.
So you got Drake, Kanye West, sweet and sour.
If Daddy Yankee on there ain't on one of them rap snacks,
You don't
I
care.
don't want it.
This your
You
fake.
don't care. No gasoline.
Oh yeah,
on
Poppy. No gasolina on there. We not going.
How do you feel about his retirement? He's gone.
Oh, he gone?
Fam, look.
He
That
said
was
he
the saddest
was.
day of my life.
Did you really like Daddy Yankee?
Daddy Yankee was a.
That was
He was the dude.
he was the guy. Did you like Daddy Yankee, Kevin?
All I know is gasoline.
Yeah, that's all I knew.
In fact, I only know that because of benchwarmers.
That song's in Benchwarmers?
Yeah.
When he said, "I
When
am
that little 12-year-old,
That's a classic.
I am 12-year-old, 35-year-old.
I know that.
Double guy.
Yeah, he went up to Matt. Duro. He said that ball.
He said, "I am 12."
He hits that ball into the gay guy into the pool.
So,
I know that.
so
But
wait,
go ahead.
So I wanted to ask you, if you wanted to start your own real estate business, how many agents would you have under you? Is there an amount that you would pick?
I mean, I don't know, bro. It just depends. I mean, really, it depends. So you could ask that. So like an ice cream shop, how many employees would you want? And it'd be the same thing. Our office, when I joined, I was the only one. It was the owner, his daughter, which she's a really good agent in East Texas too, and me. So it was three of us. Yeah.
How many is it now?
Now it's like 5. They added like 4 other women. So we're growing. We're growing slowly. But I think he likes to keep it small.
Yeah,
he's also not hiring out the ads. In fact, when I applied, he was like, "We're really not hiring, but we'll consider it." I was like, "All right, thank you." But
Gave you a chance. Gave you a shot.
Gave my shot. But there's some brokerages that will have 30 agents. The more the better, because sometimes they pay. I call it rent, but they call it desk fees just to be in the office. So you got to pay your dues just to be in the room.
What? I didn't know it was like that.
So you could do that. You could open your brokerage. You can get 30 agents, but they each pay you $200 a month. Just to be there, and that could be a business model right there.
Oh shit!
So if you can't afford to be there, you can't afford to work for me. You
Yeah,
can't
bro.
afford to work for me.
That's funny.
Bro. It costs money. Yeah,
That's funny.
You might not be able to.
Man, that is
work for
so
somebody.
cool, bro. That is so
Like,
cool.
hey, Cheryl, your rent's late.
For real.
Are you
It's
working
like,
on
Doug,
that?
I ain't sold no houses, Doug.
So
You still working on that deal with the Clements? Like, what are you doing? You haven't closed that yet?
Literally.
I mean, goddamn, like that fathoms me.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing in a barbershop, though.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. So it's kind of like working in a
But that-
salon with booth.
Should I?
But that's
Should
a
I open a
barbershop.
shop? Is that a good investment?
I would.
Yeah.
I'd work for you.
I think so. That's
Fam,
what
I would
super-
learn
Man,
that
it's
today.
good.
I'll get somebody a tape.
The client barber, like, I feel like a lot of people not really good at talking with people no more.
Well, here's the thing, fam.
Oh, period.
If you open
in
the
every
shop,
aspect. Nah, you
say
going to
you
retail.
open the shop and you weren't cutting my hair, I don't think I'd want to.
Cause look, fam, I know a lot of young barbers right now.
They hungry.
They, it's the dude will sit in their chair and it's like, just give me a taper and take a little bit off the top. Zoo, it's gone. Like no questions asked, no nothing.
They just be like that.
That's it.
All right, man, you like it? And, you
And see, like I don't think you can train that, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's why I haven't really looked into that. Because you can't really train a good personality.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also think people as a whole aren't verbally.
Well, yeah. Now in this culture and society,
Because even adults, they ain't even really talking like that. But every now and then it's always that old white man at Atwoods who wife don't want to hear him. So if he sees something you got, just to have a conversation, he'll bring it up and y'all standing in the checkout line for 30 minutes.
I hate that.
Yeah, I did that like last month. I was getting some snake away. This dude talked to me for 30 minutes. He told me
Snake away?
Yeah, he said, "What kind of snake did you see?" "Oh man, in 1972, I tell you, I almost got bit by it." I was like, okay, I mean, I'm cool, but you old, so I can tell your grandkids don't deal with you unless they want some money for Christmas time, and your wife's sick of you. Just leave me alone. You just want somebody to talk to, and we were just in there
Yakking up.
Yeah, yakking up, and I'd already paid for mine. He was holding the line up. It was a dude behind like this. But it was white man versus white man versus white man, so there was a level of respect there. It was OG and Young G, so he wasn't gonna say, "Hey, can you hurry up?" He was just like, "Oh, I'm upset," but
That's OG.
That's OG. That's OG skinhead.
That's funny.
But
so, Christian, what you do for fun, bro? What are your hobbies?
Man, to be honest, these days I've been just capping a lot. So if I'm not working, I'm like sleeping or watching The Sopranos or something.
That's a good ass show.
It's a good show.
Shout out Sopranos, man.
I'm trying to play
Or
golf. Stupid fucking game. Yo, you watch The Sopranos too?
Nah, just tell me to watch it.
Fam, that's such a good show.
It's pretty
Did
good.
you finish it?
Not yet. I'm on season 6A, so like the first part of the last season.
Right.
Season 6A.
The ending.
Yeah, but it's kind of dumb. The last season had like 2 parts.
Yeah.
And they're both
So-
might as well be 2 seasons, but they split it.
Instead of
into
season 6 and season 7, season 6A, season 6B, and then season 7.
one. No, it just ends at B.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been 2 seasons.
I don't know.
bring me the sauce. So,
Shut up.
what is?
What was that about?
I know.
First he tries to kill you. Then he disrespects.
Yeah, he did try to delete me. Let that be on record.
Fam, can we not
You
talk
had
about
the
that on
t-shirt
camera?
printed out already.
Yeah, he really did. With them stupid airbrush birds by my head.
Imagine about to put my jacket off and I had that on.
That's
fucked up.
And I had that on.
And it's some photo from like first grade
Like
that nobody has ever seen.
You like this?
Nah, it's like one of the memes. It's like put wings on my photo, and it's like
Yeah.
I got barbecue wings on your back.
And white Jesus and white Jesus is behind me, embracing me into his
Oh no, I
kingdom.
wouldn't have done that.
What
Jesus
color
gonna
is
have a
Jesus?
tan. He gonna have a tan,
Well, he was of his geographical
Yellow bone.
region.
bro. And you know who my
So what area he said? You said Jesus was a yellow bone. And you know what? Only because my parents are super religious, I didn't have a joke for you. But after the camera, I have a joke. I had a joke to add on to that, but I'm not trying to get deleted by
Shout
my
out
family.
Chris' mama.
Shout out,
bro. This ain't even gonna be posted yet. Chris gonna go home and his stuff gonna be on the porch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
for real. I felt you, Chris.
He was talking
I felt
about
you.
him. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, Lo siento. Yeah, but
She has you on the My Life app.
Yeah,
Life
remind-
360.
Yeah, shout out Life 360. Hey, remind me of that joke because I got something before that one. Christian, I wanted to ask you something.
Ask him.
What do you ask? I want to ask you something,
Bro,
What do you
I
think?
used to try to fight black girls for saying that shit.
I say it all the time.
No, you don't.
Fight me.
Why you don't? Wow, like
I got the gloves. What's up?
I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean that.
Bonus content. That's
Yeah,
That's the DLC. You got to subscribe to the Patreon.
yeah.
Shout out Subscribe to the Patreon.
Subscribe to the Patreon. It's $5 a month. You got it.
Fam, you subscribe and you see me and Ramsey in the fucking boxing area and go and add it.
It's shirtless.
Yeah.
Would you pay for it?
I paid for that. 100%.
Yeah, I feel like I paid $5.
Bro,
That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah.
Sidemen have a Patreon where it's just behind the scenes of underground boxing. You subscribing?
I mean,
All day long.
Every now and then you'll see a video of one of us clapping cheeks. Hey, let me ask you
What?
Let me ask you something. What do you think is the most important part in making a great real estate agent? What's the most important ingredient?
Man, you gotta put in the work. To be honest, I catch myself a lot slacking off. So like, I've been a procrastinator all my life. Like, if it's due today, I'll do it today. I won't do it beforehand. So sometimes I lack on the grind. Like, I won't put in the work to do cold calls. I won't freaking go advertise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you just gotta be, on top of yourself. It's you versus yourself at the end of the day.
Is that tough? The cold calling? Because I know like insurance agents do it a lot, right?
Yeah.
Is that like? I feel like I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I
Bro,
wouldn't
to
either.
be honest, it's anxious. Like, it's super. It gives you like a bunch of anxiety. You're sometimes you're even scared. You're like,
Right.
I really don't want to call this person. But it goes away after like your first 2 days. You're like, all right. It's
That's a skill you have to kind of.
yeah.
I get it.
There's 2 answers. Like, yeah, tell me more, or like, fuck off. And
Right,
it's pretty
right,
easy to do either one.
And one of the most interesting things I found out about realtors, because I'm an avid Zillow onlooker. I treat it like a video game.
Fam, as soon as like we started talking about that, like a while back, Zillow really fun to be.
It's like a video game.
Yeah.
My girlfriend does that for fun. She sends me houses and I don't even look at them. I just send thumbs up.
You go like to the Dallas area,
Just look at something.
like California,
Set it to
or even
200
West Coast over here in like Florida. Fam, them houses are so expensive.
And
Can you sell anywhere? Can you
Only
sell?
in Texas.
only in Texas.
Texas
So it's like
license.
So each state has their own like
Their
test.
own
You
real estate
gotta.
commission. Yeah, their own test, their own.
Now, is there
rules.
something you can do to get like a multi-state selling
Yeah.
license?
Yeah, you can. I know a realtor. I spoke to her yesterday. she has her Louisiana license and her Texas license. And if, for example, Remax, it's that's a real estate franchise. So you can open a franchise and do that business model where you just charge rent every month. They have to get their license in every state too because they want to operate in every state. But you can do that. I mean, it's not. There's nothing against getting it.
So you can literally get 50 different licenses.
Yeah. Yep.
Is the test? Well, I guess you wouldn't know. I was going to ask you if the test is like.
It's varied to each state.
No, like different. So would it be?
Nah, I thought I said that.
Are y'all trying to say the same thing?
Wait.
I said it's a varied to each state, and you
vary in what? In what way?
Like test questions.
Vary means different.
Like laws and regulations in different countries.
Yeah, that's
the test vary to each state?
Do the tests vary
to each state? What's unclear about that, Ramsey?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about it too much.
Yeah, you thinking too much.
Shut up.
But what I do notice,
these Roy's.
I see a lot of realtors. Am I saying it right? Because I always say
realtor.
Realtor.
That's
real estate agent.
He gonna sell your house anyway. You can say however the fuck you want.
Yeah, I noticed that they come and go. Like when I'm on Zillow, I'll see them, and I won't see them no more. And then I'll try to look them up. They're not in the real estate game no more. But I think that comes from you're under the guys that it's going to be easy. But every time I pay attention to a realtor that's really out there hustling and working, they're the ones that withstand the test of time.
Yeah.
Because the other ones lack consistency.
It ain't easy.
I feel like that's in every.
Sure. Nah, you could be a crappy barber and still get clientele. So you can. It's a couple of.
I don't think your barber's that bad.
You can be whack. You can be whack at your a lot of jobs.
If a crappy barber, their attitude can be crappy, but if they skills on point, people will put up with it.
Bro, they can be non-punctual AF, and if they skills are good, people pulling up.
That's what I'm saying.
But you still lack the consistency, but the skill is there.
You can literally talk stupid to me every haircut, and I'd sit there and you're right.
I found it like 4 times where I double booked Caleb.
Bam. Have you ever been double booked by Ramsey? When I tell you when you show up and there's another dude already sitting there waiting, and I'm looking at him and he don't have a fade, I don't have a fade, and I'm wondering if he's the dude that's getting the fade, and I'm like, well, this is a tricky one.
And
and then Ramsey just gives me that look like I did it again. Like, can you just sit down and go? And I'm like, well, let me call Junior because I'm on my lunch break, obviously. I don't have 2 hours to kill. But
that shit sucks.
But that is something I noticed. That's one of the few jobs where you can't be crappy at your job.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that because the average real estate agent is an agent for 2 years and then they quit because it's hard. Like I'm telling you, if you don't put in the hours and you're not you against yourself, if you're not beating yourself, you're not gonna make it.
Right.
That's why it's hard for sure. It's easy because I might be in school, but it's community college, so I really do have the time to be putting in. But some people have families and have a wife. It's hard for sure.
Okay, so when I bought my crib, it took us from the day I went to go see the house to the day we closed. It was like 6 months, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. So is that is that?
Is that normal or what's the average? What's the average of opening to close?
Did I know? Because look, I'll even tell you this. So they made me a plaque, right? A plaque of the date of when I was supposed to close. Fam, I closed in October. That motherfucker said July.
They knew it was gonna be a minute. Oh, at least they knew.
No. So they thought we were supposed to close in July. But we closed in October.
Oh, July. Whoa.
Yeah, so what happened there? Did they just not care about me that much?
No. So what happened was it was probably an issue with the title of the house, or for example, if there was 2 people and one of them died, maybe they had to go through and redo the will.
Okay.
I had one deal last year. It was my second deal. Listen, it was my second deal ever as an agent when I started. So the lady went to go look at the house. She liked it. She put it on the contract.
Okay.
And she kept bullshitting us for 8 months. You were the buyer?
Yeah, I was a buyer.
Okay, so normally the buyer's the one that be bullshitting. We have a saying is buyers are liars because they stay bullshitting. But hey, it's part of it.
Part of sales.
It's part of it. So
Piece of shit.
So this lady,
Fam, everything I asked for, they asked of me, I turned in.
yeah, no,
Shut
I
the fuck up.
you can do everything right, and there's still there will be like speed bumps and hurdles. So we put it under contract, and this lady kept bullshitting. She was like, "Oh, I have the money next week." It's like, bro, what? This is you're buying a house here. It's not like your rent. Like you need to pay this. She's like, "We'll have it next week," and then we'll have it next week, and it just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen, and then she got a lender. She got fired by the lender, and so we were like, "All right, we'll give you a second chance. Go find another lender, but we gotta do it quick." She got fired by the other lender. Oof. It was bad, bro. So by the time I had finished, I was on like deal number 10. That was like, for example, number 11, but it was number 2 when I started. And it took like 10 months to close. Things happen.
But that was because of her, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, now I felt like every time they asked me for like some bank statement or, proof of income, I had it the next day.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like.
There was probably something wrong with the title of the house.
Yeah, that might have been it. That might have been it.
Okay, backing on what you said, because you are an entrepreneur, like you own your own business. Mm-hmm. Do you guys ever have problems where someone who is an entrepreneur tries to buy a home, but you're like, hey, we kind of need you to produce certain types of documents showing what you do? Okay.
100%.
And I'm not speaking from the sense of, he does illegal activity, but he's actually an independent, he's an entrepreneur.
All you gotta do is turn in your tax information, right?
Yeah, but it takes, it's at least 2 years back. So it doesn't matter if it's the same job, but you gotta be making some kind of money for at least 2 years. So I got a story. There's this guy who, during the pandemic, a lot of people got their money up during the pandemic. I mean, we had to.
Right.
So this guy, he's from like Bolivia, and he had a contact in Bolivia, and the guy was like, hey, let's buy some LED screens from China, get them shipped over here, and we can rent them out. We can do billboards, we can do mobile ads, stuff like that. Not a bad idea.
Right.
And so, obviously not a bad idea. They made a killing, that summer, and then 2021, he made a lot of money. So by October 2021, he called me. He said, "Hey, I want to buy a duplex. I got a bunch of cash now. I'm gonna get taxed on it, so I might as well, do something with it." So I was like, "All right, but I have lender contacts that he can use." So I hooked him up, and they hit me back saying, "Hey, we can't do nothing for him." I was like, "Why? He makes a lot of money. We're talking about like 6 figures, but
he didn't have proof of income."
Yeah, so he'd only been making that money for about a year. So max, he only had one tax return, and so the bank was like, we can't. We're like gonna give you a big ass loan for 30 years. We're gonna need a little bit more income than just 12 months. Yeah. So they couldn't give him anything to him.
What? That's why he out here making 6 figs and couldn't even give him a loan. That's crazy to me. I feel like they should change something into where like if you have the cash. So say for example, it's in a bank account. And you have the access to it, I feel like
they should just try to work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's just unreliable because these are like 15, 20, 30 year loans. So
that's true.
It's really a loan on your income. It's not a loan on the house. They're betting that you're gonna keep making money for
exactly.
Yeah. Because if the house $300,000 and you got $300,000 cash, that's a little bit more risky than a proof of income for a certain amount of time.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Loans were a lot easier to get back in the day. So when the 2008 recession thing happened, is because loans were given out too easily. So they did no ink, or they didn't check income. They didn't check if you had a job. They just kind of.
I didn't know that.
They just went with it.
2007.
Yeah, it started early, like 2003, 2004. They got greedy around like 2005, 2006. That's what The Big Short was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all should watch that movie, The Big Short. I think that taught me a lot about finance, and it's kind of corny if you like. Someone's gonna laugh when they just heard me say that. But
it's good. It's a good movie.
But it's a good movie. You can you can research and then off of that stem.
Just branch out.
Yeah. But anyway, the loans were given out too easily, and so whenever it was stuff got tougher and. Interest rates went up. Obviously, the adjustable rate mortgages, it's in the name. Your rate's going to go up. So your payment's going to go up. And it's like, fuck, well, now I got 3 house payments because it was $500 a month back then, but now it's $10,000. Oh, fuck, now it's $13,000 or $1,300 a month. Did I say $10,000? I meant $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
$1,300 a month. And so people couldn't pay their loans. Crashed the economy.
Fam.
Yeah, that's when AIG got their bailout that they still haven't paid back.
They still haven't paid it back?
Nope.
Who's AIG?
Those are one of
the insurance?
Yeah, they had this thing where, it was mortgage-backed securities. So AIG was in a situation where, hey, we'll cover all of these.
Yeah.
All right. And if they default on their loan, I think it's insured up to $1 million. But when the markets start crashing and all interest rates are going up and a lot of people start losing their homes because they couldn't afford it to begin with, AIG was the biggest player in that game. AIG didn't have that much money like they said they did. but realistically, it's not like any one company has that much money on hand. So they were, I'm not going to say they were the sole reason the entire market almost just crashed and sent us to the Stone Age, but they were a major player because they were the biggest hat on the block with that. And they had to get a bailout from the Federal Reserve that they haven't really fulfilled yet. But they were one of those companies that are too big to fail. Yeah. It's a list of companies that if they fail, the world's over. Like the world as we know it just ends.
We rely on them too much.
And then that's when the market crashed. That's where JP Morgan became one of those companies that were too big to fail.
Shout out JPM.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Because they...
What?
No.
What happened?
I was talking about my free stock my boy got like 6 years ago.
Shout out JPM.
My first free stock on Robinhood was
JPM. That shit was like $120.
Yeah, it was like $120.
You cashed it out?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
it would have been like what? Check and see what stock price is.
What's the stock ticker? JPM?
Yeah, JPM. I own it.
Bad day for the stocks today. Everything was on sale.
Fam.
He said I
super
own it.
bad day.
126.
126.
Oh, well, that's about the same.
Yeah, that's
about the same.
Yeah, I got it like a 120.
What was the most it's ever been at? What is it peaked at?
Check the max.
What's the highest it's been? What was JPM in 08?
You can see it there.
Probably.
What does it say?
High.
Okay.
150, 130?
52-week high, 172.
Oh, for the year?
Yeah.
172. You could have, Jules, you could have doubled your shit.
I could have cashed out.
10x. Cash is trash.
I seen that shit and I was like, what? JPM, what's up?
Dude off of CNBC?
What, Grant? That's what he always says.
Oh, I don't know.
Cash is trash. You need to be 10x in your money. You know Grant Cardone?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I don't really follow the finance or TikToks. I try not to take myself too seriously or get too into it, where it's like my life. So I don't follow Gary Vee or any of them.
I don't really like
Grant
Gary Vee
Cardone. Just kind of do my own thing on there.
You like Graham Stephan?
Yeah, I watch some like for credit cards and stuff like that. I'll watch his videos.
Yeah.
I think you have no choice but to be like really on top of your money game, or else you will fail. It's like a treadmill. Those treadmills at the airport that just walk. Like if you stand still on the bitches, you're gonna go all the way back. You really cannot stop because.
That's a really good analogy.
You gotta keep moving.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Say it one more time, just so.
Man, really, the whole life, the money game. If you're standing still, it's like you're on a treadmill. If you're standing still, you're going back. You got to keep moving to at least if you're just walking, you're not moving anywhere. You gotta go.
You gotta up your game. Okay, that's what I try to tell you all the time, Caleb.
Oh, my life shit now.
No, it's really good that you're buying a house because really that's like the cornerstone of like financial freedom because you're not renting. You're really renting to yourself. If all else fails, you could sell that. If you didn't, unless 2008 happens again. If all else fails, you can sell it, get a lot of your money back, if not most of it.
Have you ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
No, I want to read it, but I haven't.
So it pretty much says, or one of the things it says is like a house is a liability. Do we believe that?
Yeah.
Because it's not making you no money, bro. But if you renting, you still losing money.
Okay. Listen. I'll just say this because I heard somebody say that before. You rent, you just throwing money away. But I look at it as you're paying for a service, and I understand rent money versus house money. That's two different types of money.
So you paying for the service of like when your AC give out,
they come in.
You don't have to pay for it.
This is a great analogy for me. I rent right now. Fam, when my AC goes out, guess who fixes it?
Who?
Me.
What?
Why?
Why are you renting?
Because, fam, that's the thing though. Because, fam.
Oh, you're renting to own.
Well,
no, he's not renting to own.
I'm not. I'm wanting to buy a house. That's what I'm saying.
So you gotta fix your own AC?
Well, no, but
so that's where you messed up. Because
your
landlord or whoever's renting to you,
I can do that. I can put in the request and do all that. But fam, I can just call the AC guy, get it fixed, blah blah blah. One thing.
So you paying out of your pocket?
Yeah, you paying out of your pocket
for something that's not even gonna be yours.
For the
you wild
for the AC.
You wild for that.
My house.
You wild for
fam.
That.
It's not yours.
Yeah, when we ever worked on rental properties, whether I was doing gates, AC, or cable, not gates or eight. Yeah, nah, we
Probably
don't
shouldn't do that anymore.
You heard it here first. You heard it right here.
Your landlord
Yeah,
needs to go out.
Yeah, we always build a landlord. when I was-
Yeah, let him throw his money away. It's
Call
okay.
your landlord. Let him go to your house,
Let me tell you
fix it. And if you don't have AC, go to your mom's house.
Fam, you
Yeah.
can't. You
So
can't.
like, let me tell you. Let me be honest with you. It's not as easy as you think. So like,
I don't blame you. If it's the middle of the summer in Texas, your landlord's a bitch.
here's
you know
my
what
thing
I'm
though. My landlord lives in Florida. Like,
Fam, so
he-
what?
he
Does he
owns-
recompensate you?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he will.
Well,
I've never.
have you
But
done it?
here's the thing.
No,
You gotta
listen,
take
you're
it.
throwing away
So
money.
listen.
Now that is
no,
throwing
but listen.
away.
That's never happened. No, listen. It's never
Oh, boy,
happened. It's never
Yeah.
happened to me. But I'm saying like, so if my AC were to break tomorrow, I would just call an AC guy and get it fixed.
And you fix it.
That's
I
right.
mean, you pay for it.
Yeah, and then I'd call
You
him.
don't give him the bill?
But listen, I would
Yeah.
call him. If he pays me back, he pays me back. If he doesn't, I wouldn't be. Honest to God, I wouldn't be.
No,
Yeah.
fam, because
Fam, my
look,
folks just got a whole new unit put in their shit. Ask me how much that was.
Well, I mean, if I had to get a whole new,
Ask him.
obviously,
Ask him.
obviously,
Was it over 7?
if it's
Fam,
more
they're
than
like 6 racks.
obviously, if it's more than just like a simple repair, then obviously I'll take bigger actions. But at the same
No,
time-
bro, I'm not gonna spend money where I don't have to. That's the thing, bro.
Yeah, I agree
Hey,
with him,
fam,
Caleb.
fam,
Only
hey,
only
hey.
because you're renting. I would expect a landlord.
if you were to rent to own, like it's gonna be yours in the near future, then yeah, spend your money on it.
if you broke, just say that.
No,
we ain't
you
stupid.
broke just say that. You broke just say that.
But
Hey,
okay,
Ramsey, I'll pay for you to get your APC.
okay, but
That's that disposable income.
yeah,
Blow the way on, bro.
Don't worry about it, fam. I got you.
the comparison I was trying to make, like, you know, you live in a house now where, you know, you got your own house, and I grew up in a house, and I understand house money versus rent money. Those are two different types of animals. Like, there are going to be times where something goes wrong in your home that you have a mortgage on, and you're going to wish you were back in them days where you only paid your $1,200 a month. So I'm not going to
$6,000 AC unit.
Yeah, or, you know, like the roof of my house needs to be replaced, and I think
a lot of money.
that's 10.
That's 11K.
Yeah, that's 10, 11K, as opposed to if you were renting and the income was at a certain threshold where it really wasn't eating into your, you know, your income that much. It's really not throwing money away. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're paying for a service, but if you have house money, like, that's a different type of category. Then
Yeah.
cool. But the problem is a lot of people don't have house money, and they'll be in a situation where they're complaining about the price of rent.
Right.
It's like, dude, you need to understand. If you complaining about $1,200, I don't really think you ready
To own a fucking house.
You really not. You know.
What would you say is a percentage of like investors to actual like people that want to buy a house, like their first time house or
Like
second?
real people.
Yeah.
Bro, I think it's pretty concerning the ratio to that. So I think in East Texas, you still see the majority of people here are real people that want to buy homes
For themselves.
for themselves. Listen, I even like I'll advocate for the regular person, me, you know, Joe down the street. I'll advocate for them getting a rental property because, you know, that's just the name of the game. But when companies come in and hedge funds really do buy houses, especially here in East Texas. BlackRock. That's, you know, that's concerning. I don't know the exact statistic, to be honest. I would say maybe it's like for every 10 sales, 3 of them might be to like an outside investor.
Fam, I think that's scary, bro.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
scary, fam, because
Yeah.
fam, they just raise everything.
They can
bro.
control the market.
They control the
Yeah,
market.
they can control. And then, you familiar with Tricon?
No, but are you going to talk about how they bought all the houses and just sold them off one by one, a little higher each time?
Yeah. They did that, and they're a Canadian-based company.
Oh,
I'm really getting sick of, you know,
What's up with these
foreigners coming
candidates?
here. But dude, I think he said, "Oh yeah, we want to get to a point we own 30,000 homes." But they already own a lot, and they did that little thing that you said. But then they're also buying homes in actual neighborhoods. You know, like they're zoned off for raising a family.
Yeah.
It's not just some type of, you know, these are nice upscale, upper middle class neighborhoods. They're buying homes and renting them out.
Yeah.
And the people that live there are mad because, hey man, this is not a renter's community. We specifically moved here because this is a community to buy your
Yeah,
home.
see, I don't even get that either, bro. Cause like, okay, retirement communities, you know, family communities.
West Palm.
It's like, who cares? Like, if I want to have a house that I rent there, can I do my thing?
Well,
yeah, I agree with that. Fuck them. Like I can.
fam. Like,
Wherever I want.
well, you know, there's a common thing like in real estate. You familiar with the term white flight?
Oh, where white people start leaving, if
Yeah.
minorities. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what?
That's
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so if
I
minorities
didn't know
start moving
that.
into neighborhoods, too many
That's a real
minorities.
thing.
It's called white flight.
White
Yeah, it's
flight.
real
They
estate.
did.
They'll get the hell up out of there. Sorry.
No shit.
Too
That's
much
what
rap
I'm
music
sorry.
down the street.
Why do you think
I'm
downtown
sorry.
Kilgore is like abandoned? I mean,
What you mean?
downtown Longview.
Come on.
All right.
Come
Maybe
on.
not abandoned,
Come on now.
but
White
it's
people
got,
live there.
Wait. Downtown Kilgore. Why do you say it's abandoned?
not Kilgore specifically, but just areas where you like. Damn, at one point this place had to have been popping, right?
Right,
All
right.
this infrastructure here, it's because white people started leaving. I mean, white people were the ones that could afford
Downtown.
the places there, and they started leaving.
Now they on
And
the
see, this
outskirts.
whole time I thought it was like,
Yeah.
we was getting more together.
No,
But
bro.
fam, we trying to.
Yeah, we're going out.
Separated apart.
Yeah.
It's
you
always
talking
gonna be
about?
like it's always gonna be like that. The magnets that never really go together. They
Well,
always
bro,
kind of push apart.
Do y'all think we all gonna be at the same color, like in a few years?
Well, yeah, because
not in-
eventually
maybe-
everybody gonna
maybe
mix.
100, 200.
Everybody gonna mix.
Yeah, I
Everybody
think
gonna mix.
eventually.
So eventually we'll all be the same color.
Well, yeah, but we'll still have things that separate us because we're tribal people.
There's still be white people.
You were saying, fam, look, 20 years ago, fam, we couldn't sit here like this. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we could chill with Mexicans back
70
in the
years
day.
ago.
20 years ago,
Yeah, you
2000.
Fam, 20. No,
I was born in
gonna,
2000.
Fam, I'm gonna say 20.
I'm mixed.
I'm gonna
No, we
say.
could.
I'm mixed. I was born 20 years ago. I'm just gonna let you know.
You're 20?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
fam.
20,
20 years ago,
22.
I was 02.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say. Okay.
Say 70.
I'm gonna say
Let's
30.
say 70. No,
50.
no.
I'm gonna say 30, fam.
1856 at least.
50.
Come on now.
50 years is a good.
Well, okay. Anywhere you put it,
Where
Where
fam.
were
was
the
the
Mexicans
70s,
at
so
in
not
the
even.
1800s? Where were y'all
That's
doing?
true.
70
He said
1800s.
1800s?
100 years
What were
ago.
Mexicans doing? What was y'all doing?
Well, 1800s.
Oh, fam, we were fighting for the Alamo. I don't know.
We were slaves. I just didn't know what y'all was up to.
Nah,
We're Brazeros, bro.
Because y'all was out here working harder than us. I don't know why they grabbed us.
When did the Battle of the Animals?
All we did was try to run away.
When did the Battle of the Alamo happen?
what was it? It was. I've been there before, but I don't.
Fam, I got
Just
so
went to the
mad.
Alamo.
My girl tried to take
Yeah.
me down.
Yeah,
I've never been to St. Anne.
Bro, go.
But
It's so
Alamo-
cool, bro.
go.
It's a nice spot to go to.
100%.
No, not anymore.
When did it happen?
No, I think especially now. They're,
How
they're
long? Zoom in, bro.
remodeling
Last time you went?
Please.
like a week ago, or a month ago.
February
They're doing a lot of
23rd.
remodeling.
Well, that's the thing. I
1836
didn't
to
like all
March
this
6th,
stuff.
1836.
Well, because my girl's family lives in San Antonio, so we go
You
very,
like it?
we go very frequently.
Bro,
And
I
all
love
we have to
San
do is
Antonio.
go to the Riverwalk.
It's
go to
nice.
I love it. It's cool. It's
I heard San Antonio is real nice during Christmas.
bro.
Oh, the Riverwalk's supposed to be real nice.
Yeah,
they
that's
do
right.
the lights and stuff. Like downtown Kilgore, there's the lights.
Yeah.
Well, imagine that amplified, like Tom Stanton, kind of.
You can walk everywhere. I mean,
Yeah,
you get
you
an
can
Uber
walk.
downtown. I mean, you're there.
Oh, they got the scooters and the bikes like Dallas.
It's cool, man. I've been one time and it was pretty cool.
But you know when I was explaining to you about when I asked you, did you know what white flight was?
My bad, yeah.
The land where my family lives on, they initially moved out there because all those old nice houses you see in downtown Kilgore
Used to be white people.
we wasn't allowed to live over there. I imagine you know what MLK building is on South Side?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were allowed to live on that side of the train tracks, but we weren't allowed to live in town.
And y'all bought
You
it.
say we personally, your family, or
No, like black people.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna say Mexicans because I'm not really sure how many were around here back
Like I
then.
said, I don't know where y'all were at.
Yeah,
Man, my dad got here in 1960.
Oh, he's a citizen for sure.
yeah.
Damn.
Wait.
Oh, y'all got papers?
My dad was born in 52.
He
so
older than the
52.
papers. He older than the papers.
Yeah.
52. How old is your dad?
He was born in 52. 70 something.
Like 70 something.
Yeah.
70? Your dad is 70.
Yeah, he told me that the other day, and I damn near.
My dad's old.
Oh, wait.
Shout out my
Okay,
dad.
yeah, no, my dad was born in 59. So he came up, my pops came over here when he was 19.
Mhm.
So what's that?
I'm gonna put a mic back
That's
there.
real life.
You told me
That's real life.
I would do it too.
What was it, 78? Is that 78 when my dad got here?
You said
Sorry, what?
1978.
You told me.
Remember,
Yeah,
you
bro.
were asking us about
That's
your
your
dad.
You asked me about your dad, bro.
I'm trying to put the math together. That's what I'm telling
You're
y'all.
not giving us anything else but 78.
Yeah.
Shout out,
I said
shout out,
19 years old and 78.
Shout out my papi.
Yeah,
What
shout
was he
out.
born? That's something you normally call him?
No.
You just walked in
I
the
call
door
my
and say,
I call my
"Hola,
mom.
Hold up, Bobby.
I just say, "Apa."
Ma.
I never had a dad. I never had to say that.
What y'all call y'all parents?
Mother.
Well, I'm not white, so I don't call my dad by his first name. I just call him.
It's funny you say that. I use that phrase a lot. So I have some white friends, and they'll say,
"Hey, Howard."
Yeah, they'll say, "Yeah, bro."
Fam, that's so. In a Hispanic household, that's offensive.
You don't do that.
Yeah,
You get
bro. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
You get the chocolate to the
smack,
face.
fam,
Real
real
They got a
quick.
bunch of sayings like, I don't know, some dumb shit that you would hear an old man at the Ace Hardware saying, and I gotta explain like, hey, I'm not white. What does that mean? Like, what did you just tell me?
Well, son. He like, well, son, is a pig's pussy pink?
I'm not white. I don't know.
I don't know, sir. I thought it was blue. I don't know.
Edward, can you just give me my screws and let me get out?
Yeah, man. Oh, that's funny.
Ernest.
Ernest, give me my screws, man. Let me get up out of
I
here.
paid 10 minutes ago.
I know. Hey, man, at least somebody's getting some screws tonight. They always say some shit. Yeah. At least somebody's getting some screwing tonight. They got black love from smoking all them Marlboros. So shout out all the old white men, man. They very entertaining.
Shout out. Are you fully Hispanic?
Yeah, 100% Mexican and fluent in Spanish. People are surprised when they hear me speak Spanish, especially if they don't know that I'm like Mexican.
Oh, tú hablamos español.
Chris, y'all have a conversation real quick, because that's gonna be something for the age.
Yeah,
Chris sabe mucho español. Me sorprende.
Gracias. Esto agradezco para de ti, pero yo conoces poquito español.
You say it like the Spanish.
Well, you said it like
you said Spain
the
Spanish.
screws.
They only talk like that because one of their kings had a speech impediment, and that's how they honored him.
You speak Spain Spanish.
And
One of the Spanish
Enrique
emperors.
Iglesias is making
The-
a film. So
That's why
That-
Spaniards talk like that. That's why they say evita.
Despacito,
Yeah.
despacito.
One of the emperors had a speech impediment, so that's how they honored him.
Why? Okay,
The
look
sheep
up.
talk is that.
Wait, how can we look that up? Why do Spanish speak the way they
Why do-
speak?
yeah, why do
why
do
they lisp on the
Spaniards-
S's?
Oh yeah, why do Spanish have lisps?
I think it's a C.
Speaking of lisp, y'all hear about Tyson beating up dude on the plane?
Oh, that was
He
funny.
deserved it.
Did he though? What did he do? What did
It
he
might
say?
be-
He was antagonizing him
Let me
apparently
see.
and like telling him he did shrooms.
Okay, but see, this is the thing. How did Tyson
Cecile.
end up in the
What?
same seat as him?
Beating him up.
They were both in first class.
First class, bro.
No, but the guy was behind him. So did the guy watch Mike Tyson come
He was just antagonizing.
and go around
Apparently,
and then start
there's-
beating him up?
Apparently, there's videos of him like he's been talking.
Like, he was talking
Yeah,
shit
I
to
saw
him.
that, but I don't. How did it?
No, I
So,
think he
but they
was
were in
beating-
different seats.
Yeah, but I think he was just beating him from his seat. So
Do y'all believe-
he just
Yeah, like
Oh.
he turned around. So it's like.
Oh, so he was still in his seat, and
Yeah,
the guy was
he
still
was-
in his.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I believe Tyson's getting jail time because he is.
Maybe.
Fam, his hands are
Probably.
legal.
You think so? Though?
Probably.
I was telling everybody
I don't
his
think so
hands
right
are legal.
now,
Bro.
though.
He
Right
started
now,
boxing
though?
again. He started boxing again.
He did have that boxing match,
Like literally 3 months ago.
and I don't know if the dude put hands on him.
Yeah, what if the dude started it? Because
Well,
all I
bro,
saw was dude talking, and then I saw the next clip.
Everywhere in the news report is him. Is he antagonized him? That means he threw words at him.
Yeah,
Right,
he
and
put
Tyson
words-
got
Right,
mad.
but until I see that whole video,
Yeah.
you see, I'm not gonna miss that middle part.
Yeah.
But
Then I'm not gonna
Yeah, like
this
the
was
little part where he like
funny.
did that a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause that's what-
Because if the guy would have came at him like, you know
Then
what
it's
I'm saying, then fam, he put his hands.
But
on
you
his-
gotta
He's putting the
understand,
beat.
this little scrawny white dude was talking trash because he knew he couldn't touch him.
Yeah.
He thought
He
he
knew.
did.
Yeah, he
He
thought.
thought he could. But I'm saying that's why he was talking. Bro, a little scrawny white dude, you ain't gonna talk shit to Tyson.
Hey.
You see Tyson anywhere, you ain't gonna talk trash. to
And
him.
Mike Tyson was the man who famously said everybody has a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
He lived out his
That's
routes.
funny.
He lived out his own
Yeah,
routes.
real one. Shout out Mike Tyson.
On the United Airlines plane. He lived it out.
Well, now
That's
he's going
funny.
to jail for it.